Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the S.H.Figuarts Bakugo Katsuki, also known as Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite. And it's really cute that they've put the hero names of both Deku and Bakugo on their boxes. I can only imagine that that will be a consistent thing as it goes on, and I think that's really, really cool. Anyway, we're looking at the S.H.Figuarts Bakugo, the second one released in the My Hero line. I've already talked about my history with the franchise and how I do and do not know a decent amount about it. So I don't know the names of attacks and things like that going forward, and I'm not super familiar with this design of Bakugo, nor was I super familiar with the design of Deku before, but to my understanding these are the current looks of the characters, and that's pretty much all I really need to know. They are pretty solid figures overall, and I will be getting into the Bakugo today, so you will be seeing what's good and bad about it, because it's not all good news, unlike the Deku, which for the most part was a really, really solid figure. The Bakugo does have a few problems, and not just the sold separately effect part set. So taken out of the box, here's what Bakugo comes with. So we've got the figure itself, 4 additional faces, several different hands, effect parts for each hand, as well as an alternate hairpiece. Now, it's a pretty good loadout, honestly, and the sold separately effect parts set adds onto this even more, but for a baseline figure, this is really, really good. Honestly, probably just a touch better than the Deku loadout, but I do think both figures stand pretty well on their own. But taken out of the box and put on a display here is Bakugo, and he's looking pretty good. He's got a very distinct silhouette, a very spiky and fragile looking silhouette, which is also very important as we talk further about this figure. You do need to put the little hair spikes in separately, which is difficult because they are spiky and on ball joints. The other part is his very, very spiky hair, and the fragile looking grenades, which are a little bit difficult to deal with. Paint-wise, Bakugo looks really, really good. There's not a huge amount of paint, but what is detailed up looks rather nice. He's got a similar problem to the Deku, where the hands aren't as good as the other parts, but in general, it's fine. The faces and hair sculpt are the really important parts, and I think that that's captured really, really well here. The big grenade gauntlets also look very, very nice, and his very distinct knee pads are very well sculpted too. Here he is next to the Deku, and you can see they stand pretty well together. I believe this is correct scaling, and it looks very, very nice. And here he is next to the Revoltech Mirko as well. So it's interesting that I got several My Hero figures after having nothing for years, but it was a fun trip to Japan nonetheless. So I picked all of these up when I was there, just because I heard very, very good things about all of these figures, and I can confirm that for the most part, they are absolutely true. So, posability for Bakugo, he's got a ball joint at the head and neck, which is a bit difficult to get a lot out of, honestly. The collar does get in the way, as well as the hair spikes. The collar can move a bit, which is good, but the back sort of panel on the collar can come off pretty suddenly, and it can break the sculpt a little bit because it sort of unlocks the collar and it gets all awkward. It's very tricky sometimes posing him around, especially with how spiky the hair can be. The arms can rotate all the way around, a little bit blocked by the hair, but it's fine. His arm can butterfly out like that, which is quite good. There's an upper arm swivel. There's a double bend at the elbow, and it is blocked by the grenade, but it is still pretty good movement, all things considered. And there's a ball hinge at the wrist. The grenade can slide up and down to allow for a little bit more motion, which is nice too. There is a ball joint at the upper chest, which allows for some really good arcing side to side and all of that. Really, really good movement. The grenades on his belt can also be swiveled and removed. It is a floating piece. Here you can do the splits that far, kick forward and back that far, swivel at the upper leg, double bend at the knee, which looks a little bit weird with the kneecap, and there is a pivot and bend at the ankle. All the standards of the S.H.Figuarts line, just really good smooth joints and really, really good range of motion. He also has this other joint that I discovered partway through posing, which is how his arm can move out. It is really awkward looking, but it achieves some really, really good dynamic poses. It hinges up and then out. It's really weird. If you broke this part, I don't know how you'd even begin to repair it, but looks awkward, but functions really, really well. Now for faces, Bakugo has a neutral stern look out of the box, which looks really, really good. He's got a teeth-gritted smiling face. He's got a mouth-open shouting face with bloodshot eyes, as well as a mouth-open shouting smiling face, which looks really good as well. He also comes with a neutral unmasked face, which is used for his alternate hairpiece, which requires you to take off the head entirely, put this on, and swap out the same bangs. Again, this is all very, very spiky and very, very annoying. But with all of those accessories, you can get him into some really, really nice poses. He holds together really, really well. The weight distribution on the figure is absolutely fantastic. All of the joints, again, similar to the Deku, feel really, really good. The hands are a bit easier to deal with on this figure, which is funny considering the massive gauntlets, but really rock solid figure. I tried my best to match as many promo images as I could, and I absolutely enjoyed my time playing with this figure. It takes to posing like nobody's business. I like that you can sort of hide the face in the mouth cover, so it can change the expression of the figure even more. So it gives you even more options than just like the face itself. You can sort of hide it in amongst that cover, and it just, you're looking more at the eyes, and it can change the whole look of the figure, and I really like that. The explosive effect parts are also very nice. They are specific to each hand, and you get separate hands that have plugs in them, and they work rather nice. It reminds me of the Figma, which I didn't like, but those effect parts didn't really work in those hands, but these ones work flawlessly. And the Amazing Yamaguchi Bakugo, which I no longer have, was a nightmare, couldn't hold a pose to save his life, and this one is absolutely fantastic in every regard. Even if he is spiky and really frustrating to move around, he is still a really, really good figure. There are a few things missing, not so much on the Bakugo, but on the Deku as well, and we will be getting into that in the effect part set review, which will be coming soon. If you're watching this in the future, then the video is already out, so please enjoy that. I recorded all of these at once, and it was difficult playing around and assembling everything, so please appreciate what I had to go through to do the effect part set review. But yeah, that's my review of the S.H.Figuarts Bakugo. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. As you can see, I'm hard at work making new videos for the channel. Now, while I'm happy with where the channel is right now, I could use your help. By liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel, it helps out the YouTube algorithm and recommends my channel to more people. So if you like any of my videos, please let me know, it really helps out. And if you liked this one, please let me know too. It means a lot to me, and I really, really appreciate all of you guys.